Hello everyone. My name is Art Russell. Welcome to my channel. I have a very definite purpose in mind for this video. It's my intention to help you experience more of what you desire and less of what you don't across every aspect of your life. So let's begin. About the title of this video, the Matthew effect. Have you ever heard of it? I hadn't until recently. It was coined in 1968 and based upon a paper that was written by Robert K. Merton, who was a sociologist. His work was strongly supported by contributions from Harriet Zuckerman. Robert Merton was initially studying recognition and credit in science, and how well-known scientists often received a disproportionate degree of credit for work that was being done. The Matthew effect is now often referred to as a cumulative advantage/disadvantage. Whether we realize it or not, all of us are familiar with the Matthew effect through an old, well-known saying: the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The title for Robert Merton's paper was borrowed from Matthew chapter 25, verse 29. Here it is. For whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. Now, I'd like to support what I'm sharing in this video by reading a few short passages from Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. He was a Barbadian-born mystic who moved to the U.S., where he later held lectures about consciousness and deliberate manifestation. It is easier to ascribe your feelings to events in the world than to admit that the conditions of the world reflect your feeling. However, it is eternally true that the outside mirrors the inside. As within, so without. Now, that last as within, so without is taken from the Hermetic principles, which are well known. Nothing comes from without. All things come from within, from the subconscious. It is impossible for you to see other than the contents of your consciousness. Your world, in its every detail, is your consciousness objectified. To seek on the outside for that which you do not feel you are is to seek in vain. For we never find that which we want, we find only that which we are. Now, I'd also like to support what I've just shared with 4 other Bible verses that were mentioned in Feeling is the Secret that relate this same principle. This is the principle that can help you experience more of what you desire and less of what you don't. Also from Matthew, in chapter 13, verse 12, it is written, "For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath." Now I know this includes a gender bias, but my channel doesn't endorse that. This applies to male and female, men and women. The next verse is from Mark chapter 4, verse 25. "For he that hath, to him shall be given, and he that hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he hath." The next verse is from Luke chapter 19, verse 26. "For I say unto you, that unto every one which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he hath shall be taken away from him." And from Luke chapter 18, verse 18, "Take heed therefore how ye hear. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken even that which he seemeth to have." Now I'd like to make a point about this the ending of this last verse, "which he seemeth to have." This is directly related to consciousness being the only reality. Apparent objects that seem to exist on their own as discrete objects only appear within consciousness. This is the key. It's easier again to relate this to events and objects within a dream state dream. They only appear or seem to exist during the dream. Now, I'd also like to read a short passage from The Master Key System by Charles F. Hannell. This was first introduced as a mail order course in 1912 and then published in book form in 1916. I'd just like to read the first paragraph from part 1. "It is my privilege to enclose herewith part 1 of the Master Key System. Would you bring into your life more power? Get the power consciousness. More health? Get the health consciousness. More happiness? Get the happiness consciousness. Live the spirit of these things until they become yours by right. It will then become impossible to keep them from you. The things of the world are fluid to a power within man by which he rules them." Now, the point of this whole video is to stress the importance of being very careful about what we have or entertain in consciousness. We must be aware of where we're placing our attention and our intentions. Focus on the positive. If a negative thought occurs regarding your health or your wealth or your relationships, don't fight against it, because that only gives it more attention. Slide your awareness from poverty to prosperity, from relationships that aren't working to better relationships. Focus on positive events that happened already, or imagine them as happening now. There are 2 times of day that are great periods to impress the subconscious, because this is the foundation of this work, that what we impress into the subconscious will be expressed as our apparent reality in the waking state dream, which this is. Paramahansa Yogananda stated this clearly in a book entitled The Law or Laws of Success. Mind is the creator of everything. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose by trying this for yourself. When the mind is in a drowsy state just before sleep, or first thing in the morning when you're first rising and merging with the waking state reality, impress positive visions into your mind as though you already have what you desire now. We only experience events, including persons, now. Everything else is just a concept. Concept of the past, a concept of the future. The now is the living moment. Christ consciousness. Not trying to do it from the perspective of the person. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to share, subscribe, and like. More information is available through my free articles at thinktwice.me, and also through my book entitled This Taste of Flesh and Bones, available from Amazon. Thank you very much for listening. I look forward to seeing all of you again soon. Bye for now.